Hey, what's up, everyone? You're watching Fit Muscle TV. First of all, before starting the video, shout out to everyone who is coming to Ahmedabad for the meetup today. Ahmedabad Heart in Vastrapur. We start rolling at 6:30 p.m. I can't wait to see you over there. Coming to this topic, first of all, sorry to everyone who is Hindi speaking and who follows my channel. This video is gonna be in English. Just because if you are following the controversy between Phil Heath and Louis Marco, I presume that you understand English. Okay, so let's get rolling with the video. Okay, so this guy named Ronnie Walker, he tweeted and he wrote, Ramy has a gut. Phil Heath clearly deserved the Olympia for a seventh time. People want to knock the champ though. Ramy fans don't show this pic. And to this, Phil Heath replied, of course they won't. Hey, I won. I'm happy. And I'll be back even better next year. And that's a problem. So let me enlarge this pic and see what the pic is all about. So this is the look at Big Ramy's gut. You have William Bonac, you have Big Ramy, and that's the first all about that Big Ramy has a gut. But his fans don't want to talk about his gut. The guys who are promoting him on social media don't want to talk about the gut. Let's move on, guys. Let's. This is the second tweet by Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. He says, Phil Heath tweets again, I will never mention him again. Not worth the time. So obviously he's mentioning Louis Marco, but what happened on the eve of Mr. Olympia? Phil Heath posted something on Instagram, and he was referring something to Louis Marco that he won the seventh time, and then Louis replied, and his fans, Phil Heath's fans, said, it's not worth the time, and that I think he retweeted after that. I will never mention him again. Not worth the time. So somebody else replied, he got mad. I called him out on what he's doing to the sport of bodybuilding. This guy is such a disgrace. So obviously we know who is the guy in the reference. So this is one more picture I borrowed from a friend of mine, Big Ramy Arnold Classic. Clearly you can see his gut, or the famous bubble gut. Alright guys, let's move on to the next picture. This is the picture which went viral on social media. You can see Big Ramy relaxing his gut, and his gut pops out just at the belly button. This is what Phil has to say. So somebody named Mark Davenport said, how come Louis doesn't post this one of his man with a bit of a bubble gut? Phil looking on point at Phil Heath. So Phil replies, because he's biased. Getting paid obviously by O2 gyms to push their guy. I mean, it's well apparent now. So this was tweeted by Phil Heath on just after the Olympia, and I thought Phil Heath is done. So this is the picture we're talking about, guys. You can see a side tricep pose given by Bonac, Big Ramy, and Phil Heath. Phil Heath obviously looking on point, and Big Ramy has just a bit of bubble gut phenomena going on. So that point, I thought Phil Heath is just, he's won the Olympia. Everybody is picking on him. Phil Heath obviously had bubble gut, or you can say he had a pregnancy, as called by many, that his gut was well apparent. He had a hernia and he just got operated. And Phil Heath was just rebounding on Louis Marco. Okay, here's another one by Phil. Somebody asked, Phil, in your opinion, what's the biggest problem with the fitness industry? That everyone with social media believes they're an expert just because they have a loud mouth. So we know who Phil is referring to. LUI. Alright guys, this is some footage from the Kuwait Pro which just ended probably I think yesterday. Look at Big Ramy. He has a gut. Now it is well apparent now. He controls it, gut's gone. He loses it, okay, it's back. So here's the thing about Big Ramy. Whenever he's posing, he's into the pose. He has no gut because it is well controlled by him. His breathing is controlled. His gut is controlled because he has practiced the poses. Whenever he loses his concentration, his mind diverts. He is not into his posing, and his gut is well apparent. So this is all about controlling. So this is LUI. The point I was making at the Olympia when he was targeting Phil Heath, obviously he had a bubble gut. Phil Heath said, okay, he's paid by Oxygen Gym. I thought, now Phil Heath, I think he's just picking on him because he was targeted. He had a bubble gut. Phil Heath had a bubble gut. And now you see him. Louis Marco has confirmed that he has never been to a bodybuilding show in his life, and he will never attend one. And now he is, and now there he is at the Kuwait Pro with the man himself, Badr Butai, and his rest of his team. So that's it. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is Big Ramy in the Arnold Classic. So I'm trying to make a point here. Whenever Big Ramy is into his poses, his mind is into the posing. He's well connected to his muscle. He's controlling his gut. Not even a single time you see his gut pop out, because it is well controlled. His breathing is controlled. He has practiced that over and over again, and it's just the music and his posing. He remembers the lines. His body is flowing with the music, and he's just hitting poses one after the other. It's like boom, boom, boom. The guy is trained to do that. But something else happened. His mind diverts. Something unexpected happens on the stage. He loses concentration and he loses his breath, and that's where his gut comes out. Whoa, look at that. Bubble gut, and now gone. No bubble gut because this is control. Magic, right? Okay, so this is Rolly Winkler, Big Ramy. This picture is touched. You can see that. And see, Big Ramy has a gut over here, right here, as Rolly Winkler. Okay, this clip has nothing to do, but I still wanted to show you this clip, what these guys have backstage. So it looks like they're having rice cakes, jello, and peanut butter. So that's what they have just before they get on the stage, carping up. That's what Dexter is having. Rice cakes and peanut butter, baby. There you go. There you go. Alright guys, let's move on. This is the backstage at the 2017 Mr. Olympia, Big Ramy posing, no gut. Now see, you see the gut? When he turns around, watch it again. When he turns around, whoa. Let me play slow-mo. Okay, look at it. He turns around, that's the gut. That's the gut. Right there. You see that? Yeah, because he's not posing. He's not posing, his mind is relaxed, and that travels to his stomach. So when he's, okay, you see that gut right there? Yeah. So this is Phil Heath. His gut is controlled. You can't see it, but when he let goes, it'll pop out. You see that gut right there? Yeah, because he's checking out the muscle at the back, and he's least bothered about his gut. It's showing up. Okay, granted he has hernia. He didn't declare before the show. Respect to the champ, but look at him. He looks pregnant. Okay, look at Dexter Jackson, Phil Heath sitting around. Both look pregnant. Look at Phil Heath, right? Let's move back to Big Ramy. See the gut? He's moving around with the gut. See, yep, he has a gut. It is uncontrolled. Breathing is uncontrolled. Gut pops out. You see that? He's doing his warm up. You can see the gut. I'll show you again. I'll show you once again. One, see the gut right there. Two, hold the frame. Now there it is. There it is. But nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Even LUI, he didn't even show once. With that Big Ramy has a gut. Okay, this is the final declaration of the result. The Dwayne Johnson Rock. Okay, see the gut. He lets go of his stomach and the gut appears magically. Magic, right? See that again? Magic happening. Phil's gut is controlled right now, but Big Ramy, okay, it's gone back because he's controlled the gut. It'll come back soon again.
And the title of 2017 Mr. Olympia. Folks, a moment like this, I need a little bit of help up here. I don't know about you, but Okay.
Alright, there you go. See Big Ramy's gut. See Phil Heath's gut.
It's a very special night, hiring us to create the best person we could be.
Okay, here comes the gut again.
Daily and always be the hardest workers in the room. I love you too.
See that? It's popping out.
I love you too. It is my honor to introduce the greatest bodybuilder on the planet, the 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil the
See that? See that? So here's the point I want to make. Big Ramy has a gut. It was showing. Camera has caught it. We have seen it. But somehow nobody's talking about it. His fans are not talking about it, obviously. The people who are promoting him on social media are not talking about it. Obviously, Phil has a bubble gut and it was bigger than Big Ramy's, no doubt. Okay, let's see what Big Ramy is doing on stage. Right now, the gut is controlled. He's pulling it in. The abs are contracted, so you don't see anything. Okay, let's wait for him to pose. Okay, this is coming out. See, he's lost his control over his midsection, and it comes out. Okay, let's play a slow-mo. All his concentration is on the legs, and he's relaxing. Maybe he's tired. His heart rate is up. He lost his breath, and it's out. It's well apparent, guys.
Graced the stage when he
Alright guys, so that's it. We have seen the pictures of Big Ramy, Phil Heath both. No doubt Phil Heath had a bubble gut. He was looking pregnant on stage. He had hernia. He got it operated after the Mr. Olympia as soon as he could get it. But that's the thing. Social media has a lot of pictures of Big Ramy, but nobody wants to talk about it. I don't know why nobody's talking about it. Nothing to take away from Big Ramy, nothing to take away from Phil Heath, both are champions, top two guys, top two best physiques of the world. But hey, guys, come on. 2011, Phil didn't had a bubble gut, and he has put on a lot of size since 2011. It's been 6 years. He has been training since 6 years. He has put on a lot of size, and you know what goes on, the chemical reaction. If you put on size, it's you put on size everywhere. Your gut also grows. So Big Ramy is also, as said, he's not out of the oven. So if he matures a little bit more, his physique matures a little bit more, maybe we could see a bigger bubble gut on Big Ramy. So that's it for today. Let me know what you think about this. See you again soon. Until next time, bye bye, take care, and namaskar.